143 international goals, 228 international appearances, 6 FIFA World Cups. These are the numbers of the greatest goalscorer in the entire history of men's football. Cristiano Ronaldo, a man who has spent his entire life chasing records, breaking limits, and proving every single critic wrong. But tonight, Tuesday, June 23, 2026, at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, Cristiano Ronaldo walks onto that pitch carrying the heaviest weight of his entire career. Because 6 days ago, in his very first match of this World Cup, something happened that shocked the entire football world. Portugal, one of the favorites to win this tournament, drew 1-1 with DR Congo, a team ranked 57th in the world. And Ronaldo, he missed chance after chance. He walked off the pitch while his teammates stayed behind to thank the fans. He did not acknowledge the crowd. He did not look at his coach. He just walked straight down the tunnel. And the entire football world exploded. Social media went into meltdown. Legends of the game, including Thierry Henry, publicly criticized his performance and his attitude. There are reports of a squad rift, reports of tension between players and their partners. Portugal's federation has told the entire squad to stay off social media. And now, in this exact moment of crisis, Ronaldo needs just 2 goals to become Portugal's greatest ever World Cup scorer, surpassing the legendary Eusebio's record of 9 goals. 2 goals. That is all that stands between Ronaldo and immortality in Portuguese football history. But on the other side of this match stands Uzbekistan, a nation playing in their first ever FIFA World Cup. A team coached by World Cup winner Fabio Cannavaro. A team with a 22-year-old defender called Khusanov, who plays for Manchester City and won the FA Cup with Pep Guardiola just weeks ago. A team that already scored their first ever World Cup goal against Colombia and showed the entire world they are not here to simply make up the numbers. If Uzbekistan hold Portugal again today, it will be one of the most sensational stories in the entire history of this tournament. If Ronaldo delivers, he silences every single critic with one swing of his right boot. This is not just a football match. This is Ronaldo's last chance at redemption. And what happens in Houston today will define his entire World Cup legacy forever. Let's get into it. Let me take you inside this match completely. First, Portugal. And to understand what is happening with this Portugal squad right now, you need to go back 6 days to their opening match against DR Congo in this exact same stadium in Houston. Portugal walked into that match as one of the genuine favorites to win this entire World Cup. A squad packed with Champions League winners, Premier League record breakers, and elite European talent in every single position. Bruno Fernandes, who just completed the most assist-heavy single season in Premier League history with 21 assists for Manchester United. João Neves and Vitinha, fresh off winning the UEFA Champions League with Paris Saint-Germain. Bernardo Silva, who just completed a move to Real Madrid as one of the most complete midfielders in world football. This Portugal squad has more combined quality than almost any other team at this entire tournament. And yet, against DR Congo, they could only manage a 1-1 draw. João Neves scored beautifully in the opening minutes. Portugal looked in complete control. But then DR Congo equalized just before halftime through Newcastle striker Yoane Wissa. And from that moment on, Portugal completely lost their rhythm. They created chance after chance in the second half. And Ronaldo, their captain, their record scorer, their most iconic figure, missed opportunity after opportunity in front of goal. The match ended in a draw, and the fallout was enormous. Ronaldo walked straight down the tunnel without acknowledging the fans or his coaching staff. Social media erupted. Thierry Henry appeared on live television and slammed Ronaldo's performance and attitude in the bluntest possible terms. Reports of squad tension began circulating immediately. And Portugal's Football Federation took the extraordinary step of telling every single player in the squad to completely stay off social media until further notice. Coach Roberto Martinez has a massive decision to make today. Does he keep faith with Ronaldo from the start? Does he change the attacking system to give Bruno Fernandes more freedom? Does he bring in Goncalo Ramos, who scored a stunning hat-trick as a substitute at the last World Cup, to lead the attack instead? These questions are dominating the build-up to today's match. What is certain is this: Portugal absolutely cannot afford to drop more points today. A second draw would leave them on just 2 points, heading into a final group match against Colombia, the group leaders. That scenario would put Portugal's entire World Cup campaign in serious danger. Now let's talk about Uzbekistan. And this team is genuinely one of the most remarkable stories of this entire FIFA World Cup 2026. A nation of 36 million people in Central Asia. A country that has never, not once in their entire football history, qualified for a FIFA World Cup before this tournament. And yet, here they are, on the biggest stage in world football, coached by none other than Fabio Cannavaro, the Italian legend who lifted the World Cup trophy himself as captain of Italy in 2006. Cannavaro has built something special with this Uzbekistan squad. In their opening match against Colombia, one of the most dangerous attacking teams in this entire tournament, Uzbekistan were disciplined, organized, and genuinely competitive for large portions of the match. They equalized in the second half through a historic moment. Abusbek Fayzulayev heading home the rebound to score Uzbekistan's first ever goal in FIFA World Cup history. For 5 incredible minutes, this small Central Asian nation had Colombia, a team featuring Liverpool superstar Luis Diaz, under genuine pressure inside the legendary Azteca Stadium. Colombia's quality eventually told, and they won 3-1. But the performance gave Cannavaro's squad enormous belief and confidence heading into today's match. The key player to watch for Uzbekistan today is 22-year-old defender Abdulkadir Khusanov. This young man plays for Manchester City. He won the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup with Pep Guardiola just weeks before this World Cup began. He trains every single week alongside Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, and Erling Haaland. And today, his job is to stop Cristiano Ronaldo, the most prolific international goal scorer in the history of men's football. That head-to-head battle, Ronaldo versus Khusanov, is the single most fascinating individual duel of this entire match. Tactically, Uzbekistan will sit in a compact defensive block, stay narrow, and try to absorb Portugal's pressure before releasing Eldor Shomurodov and Fayzulayev quickly on the counterattack. This is exactly the same approach DR Congo used to frustrate Portugal 6 days ago. And it worked perfectly. So here is my final prediction. Portugal have simply too much individual quality to drop points against Uzbekistan twice in a row. I am predicting a comfortable 3-0 Portugal victory today. Ronaldo will score at least once, silencing every single critic with a moment of pure class when it matters most. Bruno Fernandes will control the tempo and create 2 or 3 clear chances. And the combination of Conceição, Neves, and Bernardo Silva will be far too much for Uzbekistan's defense to handle over 90 minutes. But if Uzbekistan somehow managed to hold Portugal again and earn even a single point today, it will be one of the greatest results in the entire history of Asian football. and a moment this nation will celebrate for generations. This FIFA World Cup 2026 is delivering drama, shock, and history every single day. Make sure you subscribe right now, ring that notification bell, and tell me in the comments. Can Ronaldo silence his critics today with a goal? I will see you in the next video.